What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. And on today's episode, I'm excited to bring you guys a versus video. It has been a while. I know a lot of people have been asking for this video specifically. I have the Player One Plus right here. I have the Player One 2023 over there. I was going to do that video first, but I had a lot more people asking for this video first. So it's going to be the Player One Plus versus the Wayo Wade 808-3 Ultra. I did not get the Wayo Wade 808-3. These names are savage these days. Nike just got it figured out when it comes to just basic, easy names. But for the most part, I really want to get a weight on these sneakers first for you guys. I had a deodorizer ball. Make sure that's out of there on both of them. I do like to keep the deodorizer balls in my sneakers. It does make them smell a lot better. I can't stand a stinking ass sneaker. So that to the side, let's get a weight. I'm going to say that this is definitely going to be lighter than this. This is going to probably be... I forgot what this was. I want to say it might have been 14. 13.6, which isn't too crazy, versus 12.5. So if you are looking for the lighter sneaker, you are definitely going to want to go with the Serious Player Only. It is definitely a lighter sneaker. All the way from this model to this model to this model. So these, I think, are 10.3. Those are like 12.3, and these are going to be 12.5. Like I said, I forgot for a minute if it was 12.2 or not. So if you're looking for the lighter sneaker out of the two, it's definitely going to be the Serious Player Only. Is it very noticeable? It's not very noticeable, but it is noticeable. I have both of these other sneakers on my feet right now. Before I do a video, I like to put the sneaker back on and kind of refresh my memory, how it feels, how it conforms to foot, and stuff like that. And right now, I can tell that this is on my other foot. So for the most part, it does make a little difference, but not that much. Now, down on the laces, me personally, I do like the laces on the Wayo Wade 808. Kind of get the flat laces, and they don't feel super cheap or nothing. They'll last you the life of the shoe for sure. And onto the Serious Player Onlys, neither of them have cheap laces. These just kind of have like more oval laces, almost rounded. They're not to where they're oval, they're not to where they're rounded. They're like just in between. So I haven't had any issues with like laces coming undone on either of these sneakers. I did on my Oreo model because it felt a little bit more rounded. I'm not sure if they're the same laces, but these laces on the Player One Plus feel a little bit more oval than the 2023 model. So now down onto the tongue. The tongue on the Wayo Wade 808 is very nice. So down here in the half booty construction, there is no padding down there. So I really like that because it makes for a lot more breathable sneaker. And the padding runs like right down the middle of the tongue. And you guys can see that mesh and the padding in there. You can't see the padding, but it is in there, and it feels very great on foot. Onto the Serious Player Only. Poured it out all the way down. You guys probably can't see that. Like I said, it's an all black shoe. Padding is nice. I would like it to have a little bit more padding. So if I got to pick which tongue that I liked a little bit better, I would have to go with the Wayo Wade 808. Now down on the materials. Materials on this, it just kind of felt a little bit plasticky. Now it's weird because it feels great on foot. Nothing pokes, nothing jabs you, nothing rubs you the wrong way. I've played in these for hours. Actually tonight I'm going to play in these for hours too. I played in these last Sunday during the Church League's open gym. I am going to play in these. We play in the men's league. They're having these mandatory open gyms. They're going to do kind of a draft. They're going to have like team owners. They're going to get drafted, stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool league. A great group of guys that play. But for the materials, you guys can see the synthetics. It's almost plasticky feeling. I wish they would have used more mesh. They use like a weave, but it's more, like I said, it feels more plasticky. Now, it's not as thick as this plastic window, which I think is super dope that they added these plastic windows around this sneaker. Like up through here, it's just super thin, and if that starts get to pinching, and this right here in this area gets to pinching, eventually this plastic's just gonna start cracking and ripping. But I'm hoping that the sneaker lasts longer than I think it will. So far as like materials and durability, I'm gonna have to go with the Serious Player Only on this one, just because they got like the Nerve Knit 2.0. I'm not sure if that's what this is called, but this is a different material than what you would get off if you've seen these. Like that's kind of the material that they have on the Serious Player Only one, the initial release, and then it kind of moves to something like that. I don't know if you guys can get that. I will throw in some B-roll just so you guys can actually see it a bit better and see what I'm talking about. But I do love the materials on this. It feels very sturdy. It doesn't feel like it's just going to pinch and crack and everything. And they upgraded this material. You guys can see the synthetic around the eyelets. They moved it up a little bit. They thickened it up a little bit. The same with the toe box. So when it comes down to materials, I'm definitely going to have to go with the serious player only. Far as fit on foot, they feel very similar. And one thing I do want to point out, serious player extended this right here, like the lacing system. You could see the difference when you hold these guys side by side, how much more theirs extends. And that's an upgrade also unique to this shoe and not the 2023 in the regular model. So at the end of the day, like I said, I'm going to go with serious player onlys when it comes to material. Now, down onto cushioning. You get full-length boom in the 808, which feels phenomenal. This almost feels like air. Heel impact protection on this is great. You can see this shank right here all the way down here kind of gives more of a snapback feel. And you can feel that a little bit while you're running. You do feel super quick in these sneakers. Now, far as serious player only, you get the Avalon. This is the Player Plus, so you will also get this in the shoe, and you will get their quick model, their quick system when you order the Player One Plus. I did not get that. They just sent these out. I will be getting that soon. This is kind of a rare pair. There's only 100, maybe less of these even made. So shout out to them guys. This is definitely a rare pair, and I love that they sent them to me. I thought I was getting a multicolor when this came in the mail. I was super geeked. I was excited to get into the gym. Actually, I took them to the gym that night. But yeah, you will get the quick model too. So, and if you want something from serious player only, you want more of like heel impact protection, more than you get out of the Avalon and the Trident's foam, that's when you go get their strength system. This feels super soft. You get the Tridents, you get the support bar right here. This is their strength system, and you still do get a little bit of forefoot impact. So serious player only has you covered at, like, as far as you want to go into the shoe. Like, do you want more impact protection? Do you want more response? Like, it's an adjustable system, and they're definitely ahead of their time. How Nike didn't do that, why Way of Wade doesn't do that yet with this, because they also had the boom foam, but they do not sell them separately. And I think a lot of companies are missing out on that. It's not like you gotta make a million of them. You know, just make some. Put them online, see how they sell. I guarantee boom foam will sell. You could put these in your Kobe's. If it's for like a lunar lawn setup that's been bottomed out for years, you can put this in your Kobe. So I think that's super sick. I think Way Away needs to jump on that. And shout out to Serious Player Only for being kind of one of the first companies that make this kind of stuff right here available to the public. Now we're going to jump into traction. These were made a lot more tougher than the initial models. I think they did a great job on it. Like I said, I'd like to see a more wavy pattern going this way as well, not just as far as going down. But the traction is definitely nice. I only had one slip out in these. As far as outdoors goes with the Serious Player Only, this will be a nice outdoor shoe. Probably one of the best outdoor shoes of 2023, I'd say. The traction's thick, and at the same time, it sticks like glue. Now, onto the 808. I wouldn't say, yeah, go outside and play in this, because... And a lot of people are like, hey, you're wrong. It's made for outdoors. I know they say it's made for outdoors, but what I'm telling you is I have the sneaker in hand, and this rubber is definitely soft. Not only that, I don't care about the rubber being soft. I care about what's this material going to do when it starts getting stepped on, dragged, creased. I don't think this sneaker makes it outside as long as this sneaker. Matter of fact, I know this sneaker right here will last longer than this sneaker outdoors. It's just what it is. You don't have to take my word for it, but when you have it in hand and you can feel it, you can see some of the wear and tear on mine already, and this is from a wood floor. Take this outside and you get it on a gravel or cement or blacktop, it's still going to wear. Might be better than other shoes. Might be better than Jordan Brand. I will say that. Like, some of the rubber up here is super soft. This right here will last you a long time. So that's good. That's a highway area. But this up here, it will peel after a while. On the Serious Player Only, this stuff's built like a tank. A lot of times when you get that stiffer rubber, you lose traction. That's not the case with the Serious Player Only. Like I said, I had one slip out, and I think it was on someone's sweat when we were playing in the open gym. So as far as traction goes, stickier and no slip outs, I'm going to have to go with the Way of Wade. I don't play outdoors. And when I do, it's going to be with the Kyrie Infinities. Them are my outdoors. I got EPs, and I play with those outdoors. As far as indoors, they're super close. Like, it's hard to give this section a winner. Like, at the end of the day, it's just this feels a little bit more tackier and I haven't had any slip outs yet. I'm going to play with this again tonight, so I will always keep you guys updated and probably do more versus videos as new shoes come out. But at the end of the day, Serious Player Only felt great too. I had no issues with either of these. These would definitely be in my top traction, so it's kind of just your preference. Now, on to who I'd say won this battle, it's basically even. It's like, what do you like better? I feel like Serious Player Only gets dogged all the time. They get dogged because this kind of looks like this. I mean, I get it. Also, they say this is obviously modeled after the Kobe 8, which you kind of see in the back of that sneaker. But ain't nobody attacking Way of Wade for this. I don't got mine anymore, but the GT Cut 1. When I seen this sneaker, first thing I thought of was the GT Cut 1. The sneaker looks like the GT Cut 1. It looks like Serious Player Only said, hey, I want to model a sneaker after a Kobe. Looks like they said, hey, I want to model a sneaker after the GT Cut 1. This right here is a dope aesthetic. This is one of the dopest looking shoes. Actually, both of these are the dopest looking sneakers, basketball-wise, of the year. Like, I like the Nike GT Cut 2. I mean, there's tons of basketball sneakers I liked, but if aesthetic-wise, I'm picking these two. These are dope-looking sneakers. Some people don't like low tops. Some people don't trust them. I get it. Just take a look at the soccer field though sometime. We sent my kid out. He's playing soccer this year for the first time, my 10-year-old. Actually, he's 9, but everybody has lows on. There's tons of cutting, tons of movement, and you don't see too many injuries throughout the year in soccer. As far as you guys not trusting like a low top sneaker, just try it. I'm not telling you go balls to the wall, get in a 5v5 and go crazy, but get you a low pair of sneakers, test it out. AD wears them. That's a terrible example. He's hurt all the time. There's tons of players, huge players in the league, though, that wear low top Kobe's. The Kobe 6 is one of the league leading sneakers. So at the end of the day, guys, they're definitely lows in the NBA at a high school level to a professional level. So just try a pair of lows. You will not regret it. But far as looks, I love them both, but this right here, I was a super fan of the Nike GT Cut 1. I had the Blue Void pair. I sold that. Somebody offered me $450 for those. And then I had like the Think Pink pair or whatever it was that came out, and I sold those on StockX for like $775. You got to be crazy not to sell a sneaker that's going for that much. I think I paid like $175, $180 for it. I hit on Nike. This is right there with it though. This on foot, this reminds me of the Nike GT Cut 1. The looks of it, everything reminds me of the GT Cut 1. I think they added their own dope aesthetics on this, though, obviously. I will say the Nike GT Cut 1 obviously was more comfortable than this because you had the neoprene toe box, which was so comfortable on foot, and then you had like the slits right here. Everything on the Nike GT Cut 1 was dope. It was just something I ain't seen in a long time. I actually like that better than a lot of Kobe, and even better than the Kobe 11s. Not by much, but I just like the aesthetic just a little bit more, and I like the tech and all that stuff in it. But as far as the Serious Player Only Plus, I love this sneaker. It's a great sneaker. I plan to have more. I'm begging Serious Player Only, please just make an all red pair. Just for me at least. Give me an all red pair. I got our basketball season coming up. Coaching JV again, helping coaching JV. And I absolutely want an all red pair of these. Even throw some red patent leather in the back. So, guys over at Serious Player Only, if you're listening, drop an all red colorway. I know you guys are throwing hints of red in there, but let's get an all red colorway. Give us a Red October type vibe, something like that. But at the end of the day, guys, these are both great sneakers. I think this is a little bit more pricier than this. I think this might be on sale now, even like $149 or $139, and this is upwards to, if you're looking to get all of this, like if you want to get this and this in an order, you're looking upwards to a couple $100. But you got to remember, if you order the Player Plus and this, you're going to have 3 insoles. Like, this shoe can take a beating. I beat the hell out of these. My white pair I wear for coaching, so I'm always running in those, jumping in drills if we're short guys, stuff like that. So at the end of the day, you are getting a tons of value out of ordering this and this system. Like, you will get 3 insoles if you decide to order this sneaker and then you order this with it, add it to your order, because you're going to get the one that comes in it with the tri-foam, you're going to get the quick system, and you're going to get the strength system, and then they got the explosive system coming out as well. So there's just tons you can do with the serious player only. So at the end of the day, if I want a sneaker I can modify, I'm 100% going to go with the serious player only because it has so much different tech you can put into it. But guys, thank you for watching this versus video of the Serious Player Only Plus and the Way Wade 808 V3 Ultra. Both great sneakers. If you got two sneakers you want to add into your bag, can definitely be these. Like, don't let anything I said steer you wrong. These are dope sneakers. I had to nitpick to find bad shit about these sneakers. So at the end of the day, guys, I appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.